Welcome to the Light Tackle Angler Fishing Report. I'm Captain John Fulweiler, and this is Captain David King.
How you doing, John?
Good. How you doing this week?
Good.
Good.
Windy.
Yeah, a little bit windy, but it's this time of year.
Yeah, that's true.
So where would you like to start?
Maybe we'll wander down to Stewart and do a little inshore, because I think our offshore is a little bit short this week with all the wind we've been having.
That's true. John B. Fly and Light Tackle was talking about the snook up in Palm City. He said they've been really good up there, around the bridges, anywhere, daytime or nighttime, he said. The pompano around the Sailfish Flats and Boy Scout Island and Bird Island. They've been really skipping there and been catching them really good on jigs. That's about it from John B. How about a little bit of offshore?
Offshore, there was a couple of good reports. They've caught some, dolphin pretty good to about 15 pounds out in 120 to 150 feet. Also, the one boat, Adam, caught two out of three sailfish and about 190 to 220 feet on a little rip edge that was out there.
He caught 15 dolphin too.
Wow,
yes.
That's like good. We didn't hear about the size, but 15 dolphin right now is a really good catch, because I know they were out there with a little bit of a wishy-washy in that ocean.
Exactly.
We've been having a lot of 5 to 7 foot seas, which looks like on Saturday they're going to start coming down and Sunday be pretty good. So we didn't have a really big report, but they were using swimming ballyhoo catching those fish up there.
Really good.
What about inshore? Any more inshore reports?
I didn't get any more inshore. Here's Pirates Cove. They gave a good report too.
Yeah, they did. They caught sailfish out in 120 feet. They caught a dolphin up to 19 pounds, which was really good. And the Real Busy had dolphin to about 16 pounds and 125 feet. Sounded like 125 to about 190 was the hot area.
It's
probably
shrunk.
with this wind.
Right.
Yeah, it's like pushed together, got those rips and the color edges and a little more condensed area out there. So that was kind of the best we heard. We only really got reports from 2 different people.
Right.
So they were limited to some of the bigger boats this week. So maybe we can talk inshore in Fort Pierce.
Move up to Fort Pierce. I got to fish this week. We caught snook, redfish, trout, pompano, sheep's head, ladies. We caught everything. It seemed like the snook and the redfish were real skinny. In about 1.5 feet of water, we were using lures for them and catching them pretty good. But most time we drifted up on them before we caught them.
Right. Did you see the water temperature?
It was 71, I believe.
That's perfect. Yeah.
So it's perfect. Instead of fishing just the heads of the docks, we went in between the docks and went down towards more of the beach.
Shoreline? Wow.
And that's where those fish were.
They're pushing in that shallow.
They're probably trying to warm up so they could really start to eat.
They're probably starting to take their jacket off, hopefully.
Exactly. Also at White's, they were talking about trout up north of the North Bridge that have been really good, and the pompano right around the city marina where those old docks used to be, where those sandbars are. That they've really been good on there, and we've been catching them on the jigs. Let's see, DeBrooks. They talked about the pompano in the surf. It's been really good. The water's been fairly clear, except for this east wind that we've been having, so it clouded it up just a little bit, but it's still, they're a good push of pompano. They've been catching snook in the turning basin on those big feathers, the red-tailed hawks, the ones that we've been talking about the pompano, the cobia on.
Right, same jigs work for both.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
That's a good thing.
How about the offshore?
Yeah, offshore we got a couple of reports from White's Tackle Shop. They had really good grouper fishing in about 90 feet of water. The few boats that got out did really good on live bait on the bar. Some of the boats went out and did some deep drops in 180 feet, and they absolutely got nothing. I mean, they didn't mark anything, got anything. So one of the guys dropped down one of their temperature things and found it was 52 on the bottom.
That's cold.
So when you get in the 50s on the bottom, you might as well just move out. You're just wasting. You may get amberjack up above it, where you're going to find that warm water.
Right.
That's probably a good reason that the 75 and 90, 100 foot, 55 is probably going to be loaded this week with grouper if it's cold out there.
It pushes them.
So there was a few reports of kingfish north of 12 buoy and 55 feet. We didn't hear much about dolphin or sailfish because I think of the limited amount of boats that were out. But so we don't have a really big report for offshore, but it ought to be great this week. A few boats went out there, looked around a little bit for the rays, didn't really see them. So they may have moved south a little bit, or they might have pushed down.
Yeah.
So unless you run right up on them, you'd probably never see them right now, too.
So if they wanted to call in reports?
Yeah, they could call in 772-979-6068. If you've got a fishing report, or if you're over on the South Beach in Fort Pierce, stop by the subway just past the Coast Guard station, drop off pictures, Tell us a little bit about what you've been catching. Give us a report, and we'll make sure we include it on
right.
this and on a radio show.
Oh, that's right. Our radio show, Friday nights, 6:30 to 7 on WIRA. The phone number is 464-1400. Give us a call.
Yeah, call in with any questions. Tell us about your reports, or if you've got anything you'd like to share with us, just give us a call, 6:30 to 7 tomorrow night.
Also, lighttackleangler.com. We got, I think, 5-6 more members in this week. We got as far away as Hawaii. There's a guy that's going to send them in. Costa Rica, and a lot of local guys too.
Up by the equator, a couple guys I heard.
Yeah.
The marlin fishermen.
Marlin fishermen's been really good around the equator. So I guess that's about it. Do you have anything else to add?
Well, it sounds like the weather's going to get good on Sunday, so I would say boating on Sunday, and then next week they're talking 80 degrees all week, so we should have southeast wind. Maybe 5 to 10, 10 to 15. So next week ought to be a hot fishing week with those water temperatures up too.
Right.
And the bait pods are here, so I know offshore it should be really good.
And they should be hungry because you know, this cold weather that we've been having. So that's about it. Well, thank you for joining us on the Light Tackle Angler Fishing Report. We'll see you again next week.
Thanks.